Hello my friends, welcome to my crafty corner of the world. My name is Jessica and I'm so excited that you are here today. So I have lots of tissue paper. So I looked at these and I'm like, well, what ways can I use this? So I thought about a few and I figured that we could go ahead and try them together. I think the first thing that I want to try is stamping on tissue paper. What I love about tissue paper, it is somewhat transparent, which I think will look really cute with stamped images on top of it, dried up and then placed into a journal. So I've got a few ideas. Let's talk about them real quick. I want to do some stamping. I want to do definitely some collage art or painting of this, and then using it in a journal somehow, making some pockets or ephemera pieces from it. You know, just layering and making like a fun cover with this, I think would be amazing, and some glue. So those are some of the things that I want to try today and see how they work. All right, let's jump into the first one. I'm back. So I picked out 3 of my favorite stamps, but this is kind of going to be the one for the day. I'm using my Anna Griffin Hybrid inks. We're going to go ahead with this pretty blue because I think that would go with red and green really well. And so I have this as neat as it's going to get. We're just going to try this. Let me get a good squish on this. And I'm going to do upside down, side to side. It doesn't really matter. So I'm going to keep going. I'm just going to have a little fun with this. Do a little stamping. This is a very navy color. I like the color a lot. So we're just going to kind of pop that down. Do a little rubby. Okay. That wasn't that good. I really do think it has to be with the application of the ink pad. You got to get it situated. Like just rubbing it is taking it away, I think. So I do think it's a combination. We're just going to do it this way. Nice firm press. Not bad. Okay, that's not bad.
I just kind of play with it and I'll stamp over some. It doesn't really matter to me. It's all about having fun and seeing where this takes us. Alright, so I think I'm going to stop there. I'll add just a couple more.
Yes, okay. That's got the kind of rustic vibe that I'm looking for. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take this and I'm going to try to glue it on a cover of a book. All right, my friends, so I got my book. So I'm going to use some Xoxo, which is an acrylic medium. My handy dandy Mod Podge. So I'm going to start by throwing a little bit of gesso on the cover. We're going messy, guys. We are going as messy as can be. You can, at this point, add other colors if you wanted. You could add a little bit of red in here. So while the gesso is still a little tacky and wet, I'm going to put... Okay. Just make sure we got enough in here. Okay. So we've got it here. I'm going to find the spot that I really want. And I'm going to lay it on like so. And I think I'm going to squish it. Yeah, like that. Ooh, that's pretty neat, isn't it? All right. So I'm going to do it like this, and I'm not going to touch, I'm just going to tuck everything underneath for now so I can work with my little spot right here. And I like this. I think I like this a lot. I like the way this is looking. You know, you could definitely see the music notes. You can see a little bit of the green underneath here. But I am really loving this. But in order to in order to make sure this is not going to come apart on me, I need a little bit of Mod Podge. Now, this might take away some of the ink. I'm just doing a little test. Yeah, it does. So I want to keep it kind of light. I'm going to keep it more toward, I didn't mean to hit the camera, guys, more toward the edges here. And if it moves a little bit, that's the fun of this thing. All right, we're just going to kind of keep it to the edge, really get that edge soaked in. And this is going to be my modified Christmas journal, I think. Just a little bit, but I'm really sticking to those edges. So at this point, you can let it dry per normal, but we are on a time constraint. So I will be using my heat gun, okay? I'll put it on low just because I do have an open window. I wouldn't do this with a closed window. And I can go back in different colors and add more, but I do like this. This would be especially nice if this was a Christmas music book. Alrighty, so it is for the most part dry. But let's get some Celtic bronze in here. We're gonna kind of go, and we're gonna go ham. So, and you could just kind of go in with it and then rub it with your cleanish finger. And I'm just going to kind of lightly, just very lightly go over the ripples so it defines it more. I'm just going to go with our hand over those ripples. You'll notice they get just a little bit more defined.
It's really nice. Just kind of playing here a little bit. I do that to kind of.
Okay. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and I'm just going to cut.
I'm leaving a little bit of a hangover so that I can kind of tuck it under a little bit.
But look at that. That looks really nice. And it's not over. If you wanted to throw different colors on here, you absolutely can. We can do maybe some gray and with that blue. Just, you know, a few here and there. You can go like 1. We can do 2. You see? 3. And if you wanted some more blue, or maybe you want green. Maybe it's green that you want. And the green will be a little light accent. Didn't mean to hit you. We're just gonna pop it here. Ooh, yeah, it looks good. There. 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 Look at that. Looks great. I love this. So I'm going to let it dry. This book cover is pretty much done. It's just missing some embellishments. All right, so now we can do a few things. We can throw, you know, a piece of fabric, you know, in a corner, kind of scrunch it up. But what I do know is I want this to be decorated in a vintagey manner with some elements, some Christmas elements. So I'm not sure what I want to do here, but I've got these 4 corners that I think I like here. So I like to just kind of set this up. So we can do something like this, and then we can put this down below like that. And then we'll put, you know, the title of this book. And then we could even do something like, this that will look really regal, you know. That I think that'll look really cute. And then we could throw like this, and maybe something like this on the cover. I think I'm liking this. I think this is what we're going to do for the cover. I'm going to start gluing these down, and I really do like this. So the first thing I'm going to do is set this up, and I'm going to cut this down. And I'm really going to cut a little bit of it and pull it apart because I want that haphazard look. And I don't want that nice, neat end. I want it a little messy, a little crinkly, a little imperfect. So I'm just pulling that out and just pushing, yeah, like that. A little bit of that, like, see how cute is that? I'm going to put it right up there. So we can do a little bit of this. Okay, looks really good. I'm loving it. All right. So now I'm going to do these little ones in the corners because I really like the way that looks. All right, I got the pokey tool. We're going to go ahead and we're going to stick this on to the cover. And they're 3D, which is really, really nice. The pokey tool just really helps me with taking these off the backings. And then this is going to go kind of like under the tree. I really like the way that looks. It looks really, really good. All right, and then we're just going to add these corners. All right, my friend, you've seen how I've come up with this cover using some tissue paper, stamping, and then some other embellishments, right? And now we're going to do this little guy right here. I was going to use some fabric tape from Tim Holtz, and I may still use it in something like this fashion. Because I've got this ribbon that's also music notes, so I might use it like this so you can see the music notes. I think that would look really, really nice. I think so. Yeah, I like that. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this into a little bit of a thicker, kind of almost bookbinding material. I'll show you how I do that. But first I'm going to cut this down to the exact size I need. Slightly under is fine too. So this is Tim Holtz. And now what I'm going to do, just making sure everything's neat and in order, is I am going to go ahead and put this on here prior to anything else. So we're going to kind of do it like this, because this is going to kind of pop over like this, if that makes sense. So we're going to do it back a little bit more, and then we're actually going to put a ribbon up here. This is doing something like this, it works. I'm just going to keep going down, and then we can come back up over here like that. Yeah. And I want to make sure I have it going, is it this way? So we are going to make it stronger by using some carpet tape. So what I'm going to do, this stuff never comes off. It's like insane the way it works. We're going to set this up, and I'm going to take the backing off this one. Should come off pretty easy. And it's a normal stick. Like, it sticks, but we need stuck, if that makes sense. Oops, I didn't mean to hit the camera. And now I'm just going to pop this on here. It is double-sided carpet tape. So we're going to take the scissors that I use for this tape. I don't use any other scissors but this. And I clean these in alcohol. It's the only way you're going to be able to clean your scissors. Another item that's really great to use with this are these. They're like shears, and they're amazing for this.
So what you do is you just go, and they're serrated. And so, but you can use regular scissors. This is just going to go 100 times faster. My old ones got really, I use them for outside pruning, but they were meant to be inside. They're meant to use in classrooms.
Because they're serrated, they work amazing for this type of material. Okay. Alrighty. See, nice and clean. Don't forget to close it up. You don't need that. Regular scissors will work perfectly. They're just going to get gummed up really fast. Alrighty. So now I'm just going to take my hands or like a bone folder, and I'm just going to make sure that this is adhered nicely. Like, I don't want any issues at all. So we're just going to do that. And now we're just going to pull this back. Now, just a forewarning, everything it touches is going to be uber sticky. And so be careful. So I'm going to set myself up over here. I'm going to kind of tuck it under, then bring it up over. Okay. The key though is to tuck it under because I kind of want it to come to the back a little bit. So that's where I'm going to work first. Okay. There's a little stickiness there. I'm just going to pull it out. Alrighty. And then these ends can tuck over here like that. And now this is going to tuck over. And go with your fingers. Okay. But then go with something like this. And see how it doesn't matter what this looked like over here because we're just going to go over it. So it didn't really matter. Now this is plain. So I'm going to leave this like that because that's not a big deal to me. Sorry, I hit you. But you can do whatever you'd like. And how pretty is this? This is so beautiful, right? You got your music notes here. You got your music notes here. And now we've got this lovely little guy here that I'm going to put right here. All right, my friends, here it is. Looks so cute. I'm just going to put my title on here later. I'm going to have to write it. And then here is what our spine looks like. Super cute. I love it. This looks adorable. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay happy, stay healthy, and stay crafty, my friends.